Hello and welcome to a fresh new episode of Science Monitor, our weekly update on all that is happening in the field of science and technology in and around the country. From DBT's new initiatives impacting farmers' lives to deadly chemical composition of firecrackers, we have a lot more coming up in this episode, but let us begin with the headlines. DBT's initiatives Biotech Kisan and cattle genomics to solve the problems of farmers. Day of Photonics celebrated in India. Indian researchers turn hair loss into a crucial gain. National Film Festival dates announced to be held in Kolkata. And in our In Focus segment today, we'll take a look at the chemical composition of the crackers and the hazards emerging from them. And now news in detail. Farmers are the backbone of India, and it is very important to give a push to the scientific programs that aim to impact their lives directly and positively. The Ministry of Science and Technology has been at the forefront of many such initiatives. Now, DBT under DST has launched two new initiatives named Biotech Kisan and Cattle Genomics. Now, these initiatives will solve the problems faced by the small farmers, particularly women, and will take indigenous livestock to new heights. Let us see the report to know more about these initiatives.
Green revolution and self-sustenance in food crops. Science and technology has impacted agriculture and livelihood of farmers in many positive ways. Taking a step ahead in strengthening the farming community of India are DBT's two new initiatives. The novel programs are intended to have major impact on rural livelihood through science. While the program Biotech Krishi Innovation Science Application Network or Biotech Kisan is a scheme which aims to connect scientists with farmers to understand individual problems and find ready solutions. The Cattle Genomics program aims to aid farmers in genomic selection to ensure high-yielding, disease-resistant, resilient livestock. The details of the programs were recently shared by Honorable Minister for Science and Technology and Earth Sciences, Dr. Harshvardhan, at a press conference in the capital.
There are two important points. One is a bottom-up Krishi Innovation Science Application Network, Kisan. That applies available science and technologies upon the demand of farmers. They want to know, here is a problem, what is the available science for me to solve? So we bring the science upon demand by the farmers, and we are creating hubs and spokes to do that. These hubs will connect with local ICAR, other ministries, all their activities over there and bring it. Now there's another problem which is very important, which is livestock. Livestock is a major lifeline for farmers. If you can improve livestock, then their lives will improve hugely. And this brings the high-tech genomics and genetics to improve breeding programs, so rapidly breeding can take place and quality livestock can come.
Under the Biotech Kisan program, DBT will aim to empower small-scale farmers, in particular women farmers, by connecting them to best global practices and farming techniques. The program will focus on networking farmers across the nation and create hubs to connect farmers to research laboratories and scientists. The hubs are planned across 15 agro-climatic zones of the country. A robust communication setup is planned under the program to spread awareness among farmers through various audiovisual and social media. On the other hand, Cattle Genomics aims to help the farmers with quality breeding of indigenous livestock for better yields. The program will focus on developing novel tools to genetically improve native livestock based on variation in DNA sequences and development of high-density DNA chips to reduce the cost and time interval of breeding program. Both the programs are designed to directly and positively impact lives of farmers rapidly through latest technologies.
On 21st of October 1983, the General Conference of Weights and Measures adopted a fixed value for the speed of light, and this day is celebrated as the Day of Photonics and as a biennial event. In India, Vigyan Prasar is organizing a series of programs throughout the country that started from 21st of October and will last till 14th of November this year. Let us see what all is being done to promote photonics towards the general public.
21st October is celebrated as the Day of Photonics. The day has historical relevance as it celebrates a long history of research and knowledge generation in the area of photonics. As 28 countries across the globe celebrated the science of light, India also was a part of the celebration as Vigyan Prasar organized a special program on the Day of Photonics.
In order to make the students aware of the latest research in the subject of science, in particularly physics. And today Dr. Tripathi spoke very well about photonics, how the evolution of photonics is going to change the things happening in the world. And the students are highly inspired by this popular lecture, and we are sure that more and more the children will take research as one of their skills, and research they will do in the sciences, and India's research program will take a very good.
The program also comprised a quiz competition on light and photonics, which saw the enthusiastic participation of students across central and state boards, and a movie show on photonics.
The popularization of science is the mandate of Vigyan Prasar, and in this event of International Day of Photonics, Vigyan Prasar is organizing workshops and seminars in all over India from 21st October to 3rd of November. In this workshop and seminar, which are being organized through schools, Vigyan Prasar is promoting the awareness among public for the uses and misuses of light and about the International Day of Photonics.
As the name suggests, photonics is the science of light or photons and deals with various aspects of light such as its generation, detection, manipulation, transmission, modulation, signal processing, switching, amplification, etc. On 21st October, we celebrate the Day of Photonics, as it was on this day that the General Conference of Weights and Measures adopted the value of 2,99,792.458 kilometers per second as the speed of light.
Could loss of hair be turned into a gain? Well, it seems nothing is impossible for the scientists, as researchers from Kolkata have now developed a technique to develop cathodes for solar cells from the fallen hair. To know more about this technique, let us see this report.
Every day, we shed hundreds of strands of hair. What if these hair strands could be used to address the energy crisis of the world? Yes, this is precisely what a team of researchers from Institute of Science, Education and Research, Kolkata aims to do. In an interesting new research, the researchers have used human hair to produce metal-free cathodes for use in solar cells. The graphite porous carbon cathode developed by the team led by Professor Sayan Bhattacharya has been made using human hair treated with sulfuric acid and heated up to 850 degrees Celsius. upon treating with sulfuric acid and heating at high temperature in the presence of an inert gas, the hair gets carbonized, becoming porous and achieves electrical conductivity. This is the first instance where a bio-waste derived electrode has been used as cathode in a quantum dot sensitized solar cell device. The researchers have also compared the performance of the newly developed cathode with the conventional metal-based cathodes made of platinum and metal sulfides. Results suggests that unlike other metal-free cathodes, this novel cathode is at par with metal-based cathodes in performance and have high efficiency for converting visible sunlight to electricity. The efficiency of these cathodes have proved to be much higher than commercially available activated carbon cathodes. Producing graphite poron carbon cathode using human hair has many advantages. The method is simple, quick, cost-effective and environment-friendly, and unlike other synthetic porous carbons, no physical or chemical activation process or templates is required.
Using human hair is a win-win situation because we are also addressing these kind of environmental concerns, and we are taking a bio-waste to make cheaper cathodes. So because of that, so we started working on it, and so what we observed is that this metal-free cathodes, that is carbon without any metal inside, these cathodes, they are working much better than the metal-based cathodes. For example, platinum is expensive. Platinum is used as a cathode, but at the same time, platinum causes a lot of poisoning inside the solar cells. So also the copper sulfide or the cobalt sulfide, they are also not friendly to the environment. So in that case, the carbon cathodes, they are very attractive.
While the world is striving hard towards developing novel technologies to effectively harvest solar energy, the human hair-based cathodes have the potential to bring down the cost of solar cells. The results of the study have been published in the journal Carbon.
Vigyan Prasad is back with the screens once again. Yes, dates have been announced for the National Film Festival, the festival that aims to leverage the strength of visual media to spread the message of science. The National Film Festival is organized every year by Vigyan Prasad, and this time it is all set to shine in the city of knowledge, Kolkata.
It is once again that time of the year when Vigyan Prasar, in collaboration with National Council of Science Museum, has announced the National Science Film Festival, also popular as the Rashtriya Vigyan Chalchitra Mela or RVCM. Yes, along these lines, the 7th National Science Film Festival has been announced. The film festival, which is exclusively themed around science, technology, environment and health, is to be conducted during 14th to 18th February 2017 at Birla Industrial and Technological Museum, Kolkata. RVCM majorly aims to foster scientific temper through popular science films and encourage science filmmaking through recognizing and rewarding such initiatives. Entries are currently open for the 7th National Science Film Festival, but is fast closing up as the last date of submission, 15th December 2016, draws nearer.
हम आमंत्रित करते हैं सभी फिल्म निर्माताओं को, आप चाहे प्रोफेशनल लेवल पर फिल्म निर्माण कर रहे हैं या कॉलेज के स्टूडेंट हैं, आप स्कूल में पढ़ते हैं, आप अपनी फिल्में अलग अलग कैटेगरीज़ हैं इसके लिए उसमें भेज सकते हैं और आपकी फिल्में जो हैं वो विज्ञान के किसी भी विषय को टच करनी चाहिए। विज्ञान, पर्यावरण, स्वास्थ्य इनोवेशन, बायोडाइवर्सिटी, पॉल्यूशन, ग्लोबल इश्यूज़ जो विज्ञान से जुड़े हों, उन पर आप फिल्में बना सकते हैं और किसी भी फॉर्मेट में आपकी फिल्में हो सकती हैं। वो डॉक्यूमेंट्री फिल्म हो सकती है, वो फिक्शन या नॉन फिक्शन हो सकती है, वो डॉक्यू ड्रामा हो सकती है और उसकी जो ड्यूरेशन है वो अलग अलग है, जिसके लिए हमारी आप वेबसाइट देख सकते हैं। वेबसाइट है www.vigyanprasar.gov.in।
Once the contest closes, entries will be shortlisted for screening and final round of contest. The participants of RVCM compete for the prestigious Beaver Awards, which include Golden, Silver and Bronze Beaver Awards, along with cash prizes, trophies and certificates. Besides the Beaver Awards, there are also special awards for technical excellence in cinematography, editing, graphics, animation, and special effects and sound recording and design. Short films on science, technology, environment and health issues are invited under various categories that include science films made by institutions, by individual filmmakers, by college students, by school students, and science films made by foreign agencies. An exciting new category this year includes films made on spot mobile phone. More details on the competition and web link to registration are available at Vigyan Prasar's website www.vigyanprasar.gov.in and also on the Facebook page www.facebook.com/NSFF India 2016.
Well, time to take a very short break. We'll be back with more science news. Keep watching Science Monitor.
Gyan Chopper is the ancient version of Indian snakes and ladders. This intriguing game was popular among the old, the young, and the rulers as well. The chopper has its origin in the Jain philosophy. It tells the story of virtue, symbolized by the ladders, rewarded, while the vices shown by the snakes are punished. Each square, in turn, also narrates some message of wisdom.
Welcome back. After the break, you're watching Science Monitor. Let us now have a look at some important science and technology activities happening in India and abroad in our next segment, Science Express.
In a unique effort to create awareness about breast cancer, Usha Lakshmi Breast Cancer Foundation recently held a pink ribbon walk at Bunda Road in Vijayawada city, Andhra Pradesh. The walk saw the participation of hundreds of women along with many regional actors, women police personnel, doctors and female students. The aim was to create awareness about breast cancer and adopt fitter lifestyles to prevent health risks. In the novel range of wearable technologies, we may soon have clothes that can sense illness. The novel technology called smart textiles include wearable items like gloves, shoes and socks, which are embedded with sensors, electronics and software that can collect data from patients and deliver it to doctors to monitor health and prescribing drugs. The technology is being developed by the team under Kunal Mankodia, director of the University of Rhode Island's Wearable Biosensing Laboratory. Under growing panic of avian flu cases in the capital New Delhi, the government has issued an advisory and has directed people to take precautions while handling poultry. The advisory was issued by Delhi Development Minister Gopal Rai during a press conference following the reports of numbers of samples having tested positive for H5N8 virus that cause bird flu. The government has also closed the National Zoological Park and the Deer Park following bird deaths due to flu.
Every year, air pollution levels increase after Diwali. Although we are aware of the pollution that is created by the endless bursting of firecrackers, yet we seem to lose our better sense of judgment to the joys of festivity. But do we know what these crackers are made up of? What is their chemical composition and what kinds and levels of pollution could be created by them? Well, today's In Focus, we shall reveal these hazards and request you to celebrate clean and green Diwali.
Lights, savories, festive cheer. The country gears up to welcome the Festival of Lights, one of the most popular Indian festivals. But while the festival essentially is a symbol of light and goodness, shrouds of chemical smoke and dust often hang our cities and villages as remnants. While the nation is gearing up to celebrate the Festival of Lights, various kinds of crackers and fireworks flood the market. The fireworks, while with their vibrant and spectacular displays appear lucrative, are also the causes of many health problems. Respiratory troubles like wheezing and asthma, burns, eye and skin injuries, and allergies, to name a few. While we enjoy the colourful fireworks, and though many of us are aware of their ill effects on health, much need to be understood about the composition of fireworks which causes so much harm. Fireworks contain many harmful chemical compounds such as sodium oxalate, aluminium, arsenic, sulfur, manganese, iron dust powder, potassium perchlorate, strontium nitrate and barium nitrate, just to name a few. These chemicals in the fireworks result in the production of highly toxic pollutants like polychlorinated dioxins and furans. Generally, firecrackers contain 75% potassium nitrate, 15% carbon and 10% sulfur. Some of these are strong oxidizing agents, and when released, gases like sulfur dioxide and nitrogen dioxide, well-known lung irritants known to destroy the linings of the respiratory surface and thus reduce the intake of oxygen for the body. These fireworks contain high values of iron, beryllium and copper, which are used to give a red, green and blue fireworks. Similarly, zinc is used to create smoke effects, while calcium chlorides and sulfates give rise to orange flames. Statistics indicate that the concentrations of gaseous pollutants such as sulfur dioxide and nitrogen dioxide, along with particulate matter, are about 2 to 6 times higher during the day of Diwali compared to the 24H standard of National Ambient Air Quality Standards of India given by the Central Pollution Control Board. The level of particulate matter smaller than 2.5 micrometers, which have serious health effects, are known to be 7 to 8 times higher than the standard level for several years during Diwali. These particles are linked to a number of health impacts such as asthma, bronchitis, chronic respiratory systems including shortness of breath and painful breathing, and premature deaths. Along with the particulate matter are toxic heavy metals, acids and carcinogenic compounds which have adverse effects on environment as well as human health. Equally daunting is the amount of garbage released on one day. According to estimates, the approximately 4,000 additional metric tons of garbage are released in major cities like Delhi alone, and twice the amount in Mumbai on Diwali Day. This serious damage done to the environment and human health on one festive day far bypass the effects of perhaps an entire year. So, this season, let us make a safe choice to celebrate and play a safe and eco-friendly Diwali. Science Monitor team wishes the audience a happy and pollution-free Diwali.
Well, that is all for this episode of Science Monitor. Do tell us how do you like our program. You can send your feedback and suggestions. Our email ID is news@vigyanprasar.gov.in. You can also write into us at Vigyan Prasar, C24, Kutub Institutional Area, New Delhi 110016. Well, that is all for today. We'll be back with fresh news stories on science and technology again next week. Till then, keep watching Rajya Sabha TV and think scientific. Wishing you all a very happy Diwali. Thanks for watching.